Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. The very essence of romance is uncertainty. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything, except genius. Experience is merely the name men gave to their mistakes. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. The nicest feeling in the world is to do a good deed anonymously and have somebody find out. There are only two tragedies in life. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. It is what you read when you don't have to that determines what you will be when you can't help it. The world is divided into two classes: those who believe the incredible and those who do the improbable. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. To define is to limit. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. No good deed goes unpunished. The mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. I am not young enough to know everything. The only thing to do with good advice is pass it on. It is never any use to oneself. It takes great deal of courage to see the world in all its tainted glory and still to love it. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. There are only two kinds of people who are really fascinating: people who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people whom we personally dislike. Society often forgives the criminal. It never forgives the dreamer. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic.